welcome. People often see the stream of medicine and spirituality as being two different things, but for some they are a complementary process. How? To discuss this, we have invited in our studio today Dr. Narendranath Reddy, Director of the Sri Sathya Sai World Foundation. Dr. Reddy graduated in medicine with distinction from SV Medical College, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh in India. He then went to the United States of America, where he specialized in internal medicine at the New Jersey College of Medicine and Dentistry. Later, he did his subspecialization in endocrinology and metabolism at the Mount Sinai School of Medicine in New York. He has been a consultant and a practicing internist endocrinologist in Southern California for over 30 years. A fellow of the American College of Physicians and the American College of Endocrinologists, he is also on the teaching faculty at the Keck School of Medicine, University of Southern California. Welcome to our show, Dr. Reddy.
Hello. First, I want to start our discussion with expressing my love and reverence and gratitude to Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, who is the inspiration, guide, teacher, and guardian for me in various aspects of my life, personal life, family life, and my professional life, and my role in the community and in general Sathya Sai International Organization.
Thank you, sir, for joining us on our show. I'd like to begin with asking you, your family has been devotees of the Sai Baba for 4 generations. How did that impact you as a child, as you also, I believe, have a Sai Baba center in your home?
So from childhood, I was exposed to the spiritual atmosphere in our home by both spiritual bent of mine. My father was the follower of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Swami Vivekananda, and my mother was a great devotee of Sri Rama and Shirdi Sai Baba. So I grew up in that atmosphere where we believe in that supreme existence of the Supreme Lord and God, and we always believed in fear of sin and love for God. So that is how we were brought up. So for me it was very easy to be attracted to Sathya Sai Baba, who was teaching fundamentally that there is only one religion, religion of love.
So, you are the chairman of the Prashanti Council. You're also the director of Sri Sathya Sai World Foundation and Sri Sathya Sai International Medical Committee. Can you tell us a little about the functions of these organizations? What do you do in India, in Nepal, and in other countries?
So Sri Sathya Sai International Organizations has a presence in 170 countries. We have devotees in 170 countries who are followers of Sathya Sai Baba. But we have official centers of Sathya Sai Baba organization in 115 countries, and we have more than 2,000 centers. This is just outside India. India, there are many more centers. It is a separate organization because it is a huge organization, because it started in India under the guidance of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. The World Foundation is a governing body. It is a legal entity where we decide about the legal aspects of the organization, copyright permissions of publications, and the governance. Whereas Prashanti Council is the main executive management body of this international organization, which oversees the functions of the organization, the day-to-day running of the organization, giving them guidelines how to run the organization. And we have the main emphasis of our organization is service to man, is service to God, community service. But with the underlying objective that the purpose of this is to realize our true self, our true nature, which is we are embodiments of divine love. We forget that and we think we are this body, mind, ego complex. So we wanted, the whole purpose of this doing service is to make us realize our divine nature, which is love, and to express that in our day-to-day life, whether at home, how we'll be speaking nicely with our family members. First it starts at home, because Baba says when there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in character. When there is beauty in character, there is harmony at home. Whereas there's harmony at home, then there will be peace in the world. So it starts with the righteousness in the character, how we lead our life, and then we will have the peace in the world. So we emphasize that we need to practice these fundamental human values. In that aspect, Sri Sathya Sai International Organization, both in all these countries, we have various types of service. Now we have got, number one, the service in medical. Wherever there is medical services needed, people who are needed health care, we give the free health care. Actually, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, he comes from a remote village called Puttaparthi in India. And there, the people, the villagers have to walk many miles to get the basic health care needs. So realizing that, he started a small 2-bedded hospital, which has sprawled into now 2 general hospitals and 2 super specialty hospitals, which provides primary to the tertiary care. That means taking care of the basic illnesses like cold, cough, stomach illnesses, to the complicated surgery, cardiac surgery, neurosurgery, completely free of cost. Not only it is completely free of cost, the state-of-the-art healthcare is provided. And also this is unique, we call them as temples of healing. This is where we have divine grace as well as the state-of-the-art scientific medicine is provided. Because most of these villagers, they cannot afford care. It costs lakhs and lakhs of rupees. So here, completely provided free care. And also another emphasis we have is, we should not only provide free care, it should be done with love and compassion. Because most of the time nowadays, medicine has become a business all over the world, including India, Nepal, America, Europe, where greed is the underlying current. Doctors, healthcare professionals, they are just after money, not really providing loving healthcare. And Bhagavan Baba set a great example by providing these medical institutions where service is given with not only free but state-of-the-art healthcare with love and compassion. That is the main emphasis in these medical institutions.
So you've traveled over across Nepal in the past couple of days that you've been here. What's your experience or your impression of being here has been like? And also, how is your organization working toward helping people in the rural areas here?
This is my first visit to Nepal, and I'm really was very much touched with the loving hospitality of the people here and the natural beauty of the area, the hills, valleys, and the Himalayan beauty here. The natural beauty is there. And there are a lot of wonderful, another thing is holy, this is a holy land. I didn't realize this is the birthplace in Lumbini, birthplace of Lord Buddha. And I went and saw there is Vyasa Guha Ashram was there, Parashara, then the Janakpur, lot of holy vibrations which relate to the ancient Hindu mythology and things. So this is wonderful to visit this place. But the Sathya Sai organization in Nepal, I was very happy to see that they are doing wonderful work. They have 192 Sathya Sai centers in Nepal. That is almost like we have more than 2,000 centers. 192 are here. That is wonderful to see such a small country. And also, another very heartening things to know is 90 of those centers have their own buildings. They own those buildings, run their office, run their various organizational work, devotional, educational work, and also community service. Because these are the three important wings on our Sathya Sai organization. Number one, devotional, where we praise the Lord so that we can relate to the Lord who is our creator and can relate to Him. Second is education in human values, because nowadays education is more emphasized only on academics and how to make a livelihood. And Baba says education is not for living, but it is for life. And the end of education is character. That is where the emphasis is. So we propagate through our centers education in human values. And third aspect is community service. So here I can relate to that in my travel in Nepal. I have gone to places where there was orphanage homes. The children were taken in, orphans who didn't have any parents. They were given shelter. they were given food, and they were given excellent education. Actually, I was impressed when doctor couple was there. They were putting these orphans into the school where they are sending their own children. That means not compromising because they are poor children. They are giving them same care as they would do to their own children. And similarly, I saw one place where we went to old age homes, how these elderly people who have no place to go, they were taken care of, their shelter and their food and their medical needs. That was wonderful. And also I went to Devi Ghat. I heard there is a very holy place where people go there, like Prague for dip, and millions of people go, and there is no basic toilet facilities. Our organization went and put the toilet. And there are a lot of places like even providing water for people, like that they are involved in the service to the society at various levels, orphanage, old age, and medical needs, educational needs, and even water needs. So that is wonderful. That is what Bhagavan Sathya Sai Baba says, what you do to the least of your brethren, you are doing it to me. He says when you serve them, you are serving God.
That brings me to my next question, Dr. Reddy. You're a medical doctor by profession, but you're also somebody with the spiritual bent. How do the two go hand in hand for you?
So I think that is a wonderful blend. Any scientist, real sincere scientist who goes by reason will find this science is science of the external world, science which deals with the 5 elements, the universe. This is spiritual life is something which does with our inner world, only which deals with our heart, mind and soul. So each one complements each other. So unless you have that calmness, first we are calm, then we can do our work well. And this is where it gives the inner strength so that we can be a good professional, whether you are a doctor or a lawyer or a scientist, you can do that. So here it gives the foundation how the spiritual life gives me a better physician, a better lawyer. So because Baba says very clearly, because a lot of places nowadays emphasis on one thing. He says politics without principles, science without humanity, law without justice, education without character, they are not only useless but positively dangerous, because we are not emphasizing more into these things. If you are doing business, yes, commerce, but if there is no morality, you are harming the society. Similarly, science, if you have no human values, like the atomic weapons, how they went and destroyed because they didn't integrate human values. The same science can use it for the good purpose to help the society, same for mass destruction of the society. So that is where Swami Sathya Sai Baba's values showed me how to be a better doctor. Because before I came to Swami, I am a professional. How can I best give the technically good care? How to make comfortable living. But now the emphasis is how can I make patients happy? So not only you do that, you do the art of healing. It's not only a science, medicine, it's an art of healing. So art of healing is forgotten now. People became like robots, just technocrats, where they provide technical things without the compassionate, loving care. So there, by integrating that, I feel I became a better physician.
Dr. Reddy, you were with the late Sai Baba during his last days and you're taking care of him. I'd like to know, how has his demise affected the organization? Or has it in any way, has it also impacted the trusts or the sources?
So first, immediately, whenever there is a great master leaves the earth, so like it happened after Jesus, it happened after Sri Ramakrishna, after Lord Buddha, and after Shirdi Baba, whenever there is immediately this void. So there are a lot of people, because we all adored, worship Sai Baba as our teacher, as our guru, and as God. So when he left the body, immediately there was a great mourning, great depression in many minds. But right away, by his grace only, we had recovered from that, because repeatedly over the course of his 85 years of life, many times he has said, this is not just Sai Baba, is not just the body. It is a divine principle which exists now, ever, after, hereafter. He's like we consider him as an eternal companion. So that realization has dawned on many people. Now they are back to work. In fact, I am happy to say, though there was a lull period for a few months in the beginning, Now then more than ever, the Satsai centers are active and they are doing much more with enthusiasm, feeling his presence not only when they go to India, but he's feeling his presence everywhere, whether it is Russia, America, Europe, Lithuania, Croatia, Buenos Aires, Argentina. You will be amazed to see all over the world when I travel how they are still feel his presence and get inspired. In fact, a lot of people are doing with much more zeal and enthusiasm and dedication in continuing his work.
So it hasn't really affected the source of the organization?
No.
How do you generate funds for the treatments and the different social activities that you're involved in?
Bhagavan Satsai Baba was very clear from the beginning, even when he was a little teenager, when he started this various wonderful humanitarian service projects, never ask for money. He says solicitation is completely forbidden by Baba, and that's what we believe in Satsai organization. We believe the funds come from source, not by force. But Bhagavan says, whenever you have a good desire, and repeatedly it is proven, he did not have any resources, either monetary or big human resources. His only strength was his love for humanity and his desire to help the needy people. With that, the funds started pouring in. So similarly, we extend that to all over the world. We let people know this project we are doing. We don't go and say, give the funds. We let people be aware of what we are doing. For example, in Nepal, they want to build this old age home. People say we are building. So if the resources come, the funds come, people voluntarily, people who are, because most of us have that compassionate heart. Just you need to touch it. Oh, that is a wonderful service project. Let me be a part of it. So most of the people are touched and they participate. That is how the organization grows. And we don't have any donation box. We don't have anything where solicitation, like for example, they have fundraising campaigns in a lot of spiritual organizations. They arrange for a musical program, entertainment program, dinner program, per table, so much money, like that.
You're saying it's mostly people who are giving.
Yes. People who are giving, naturally touched by the wonder. For example, I can give you first super specialty hospital in Puttaparthi in 1991, which was started by Baba and were provided free cardiac surgery. Actually, we all participated different degrees. I donated funds, a lot of wealthy people did. But the major, one of the big one donor was the owner of the Hard Rock Cafe, Mr. Isaac Tigran. He gave few millions of dollars to that because he was inspired to see such a wonderful service being done in a remote village in India. So he spontaneously, nobody asked him. And another unique thing about Baba, I personally know, there was one man, just 2 years ago, he wanted to give $20 million, but how he earned the money was questionable. Bhagavan Baba refused to take that check. Only I can vouchsafe, nobody else in this age would refuse $20 million when being donated for the project, because Swami says it is not how much you give, with how you earn the money and who gives what money. So we are very particular about that. We are not after money. We let people be aware of the project. We think it will happen. If it's supposed to happen, God's grace, it will happen. It has been happening all over.
Dr. Reddy, there's been some controversy, though, hasn't there, regarding the property of the trust?
Yes, there was. Because that was misinformed, because people were not informed. Satsai Central Trust is a charitable organization registered. They have the trustees who take care of that, and their accounts, everything is of public knowledge. Even they release annual report just November of 2012. This was released, but always like any other organization, there was questions. But every dollar, every dime, every rupee is accounted for in our organization. Because always there will be some questions and controversies, but I can tell you, I tell people, most of the organizations you give, like I've seen World Vision, many organizations, 50% goes to overhead. I can vouch that this is the only organization, to my knowledge, where you give 100 rupees, you'll derive the benefit of 150 rupees, because all our volunteers, whether they work in the institution, they all do voluntary service. Nobody take any salary benefit. So in addition to using those funds, we use our human resources, which gives the double or triple benefit to the funds which are given. But still, as I said, we don't solicit any funds. All over the world it is happening. Doctors from all over, like right now, from United Kingdom, that our doctors, HSI doctors, go to Russia because in United Kingdom there is National Health Service. They don't need it. Government provides. Then our organization, our doctors go to Russia, some parts of Africa, and provide the services. It is not only India. We go all over the world. Wherever there is need, like for example, I can give you Haiti. Haiti, there was a major earthquake disaster in 2010 January. Within a week of the disaster, our resources were mobilized. Our doctors went there. We send money even till today. One of the few NGOs, probably ours is the only NGO, which is still providing funds, which is used for the drinking water for the people needy, providing the food for the needy every day, even till today. And also we provide the supplies to the support in the orphanage, providing the school supplies for the children. So all these things, even till today, we are doing. And where did the funds come? Because people want to participate on that. That is how we have the funds. But always, whenever it's a huge organization like this, there will be little controversies there. But they're all not really well-founded facts.
Dr. Reddy, also let me ask you, you know how the late Sai Baba was known for producing various articles as a form of his blessings to his devotees, and he's also said to have raised the dead. As a medical doctor, how would you explain that?
Yes, it is a fact. If we are open, really scientific mind is one, we should be open for the facts. It is a fact of life. It is, as a doctor, I am not the only doctor, there are many scientists who are devotees of Baba. Doctors, architects, engineers, computer scientists who are devotees of Baba. If you really with open mind read, Lord Jesus made the lame walk, blind see, cured the lepers, and raised the dead. Lazarus, he raised that. So we think it is just a myth, or maybe we don't believe. And same thing, Buddha also did the miracles. Any great master, even saints and sages, they do these miracles not just for a show, not for publicity, but as expression of their love. You read any great master, Muhammad, Buddha, Lord Jesus, Shirdi Baba, great saints and sages, they are the natural expression of their love for the humanity. Then you think, oh, there is something beyond science that minds things. Because science, we think it is anything beyond fits in logic. Because there is something which is beyond logic, which touches your heart. So these are the miracles. And I have seen one great devotee of Baba called Walter Cowan. He comes from the same area I do, Southern California. So it is a fact. His wife was, I knew them personally. So when he went to Madras, now called Chennai, he died and he was pronounced dead. And Baba goes there, wake up. This is not only one instance. I have seen 3-4 instances in my presence how he raised the dead to life. In my own family, I'm a doctor. My mother, when she had a major stroke, I can go on my father when he had convulsions, and myself, I had something being a doctor. How, by his power of love, he has cured. So this is transcends and goes beyond science, but there is a fact. It is all well recorded. It is not something imaginary. And we have seen patients of cancer getting cured and people, incurable diseases getting cured. But still he established the institution. Somebody said, if he can cure everybody, why does he have medical institutions? He said, this is people who have faith in the medicines. I have the medical institution. Faith in me and God, then I take care. So this is a fact. I have seen him curing the incurable diseases, raising the dead to life. That is why now for me, what Jesus did, what Lord Buddha did, is not a myth. It is a fact. Those days happened. Now it is a proof. It is happening. It has happened.
I think it was Albert Einstein who said, without mysteries and miracles, there is no life. So should I understand that you believe in miracles?
Yes, right. Because miracles is just an expression saying something we don't understand. Miracles is an expression. This is a fact. But because we cannot explain, we call that miracles. Miracle is just this is also truth, but which, because we are not able to explain, we call that miracles. That's why Baba says, you call that miracles, that is my natural expression of my love for the people. So we call that miracles, but actually another thing he says, these miracles are like my visiting cards, just to attract, what is this happening? Like visiting card you send, what is this happening? So then this is the way to attract. That's why Swami said beautifully 4 phases in his divine mission. First is this miracle, chamatkar we call it, chamatkar, miracles. That is just the beginning. And this chamatkar leads to samskar, transformation. We come close to him. Because of these miracles, you are attracted. You cured this, you did this, you get attracted. Once you go close to him, he makes you, transforms your character. Yeah, be truthful, be loving, lead a life based on righteous living, and be compassionate to others. Then you get transformation. You become a good person. The transformation, then when you get samskar, you need to lead next stage, paropkar. You want to help the needy people. You want to help your brothers and sisters. How can I be a help? Because it gives, not just because you want to do for a show, but it gives joy to serve the needy. And then once you do the samskar and paropkar, then the last stage is sakshatkar. Then you realize you are the divine. You are the holy being, like Buddha attained nirvana. So the great masters attain self-realization. You come to this stage. That is why Swami says, don't get stuck. People get stuck in the miracles. That is only the beginning stages of spiritual life. Then you need to go to transformation, then selfless service, finally self-realization. Actually, he says, these miracles are like mosquitoes and an elephant in my divine mission. Because people give importance to those mosquitoes, but it is an elephant. That means his divine mission is so huge. People sometimes they don't understand. They give importance to those miracles.
Thank you very much, Dr. Reddy. We'll have to end this conversation here, but it's been a joy to talk to you, and we hope your organization can continue healing many people and providing service to the needy.
Yes, we consider that's a great blessing and opportunity by the Lord to be able to serve the society and help our fellow beings.
Thank you.
Sai.
And we're talking to Dr. Reddy, who's the chairman of Sri Satya Sai Prashanti Council. Please stay tuned for news from the world around you. Thank you for joining us here.